I honestly didn't understand why James Gunn gave us a Superman that was literally the entire movie getting built to ass, right? Getting disciplined. He was treated like the little brother the entire movie, right? You had Mr. Terrific saving him, you had the dog saving him, everyone saving him, Hawk Girl, everyone saving this pathetic beta loser. And I'm like wondering why, like, how could someone conceptualize this version of Superman? Like, what goes through someone's mind? Like, when you think of Superman, this is what most people think of, right? Most people think of this Superman. Serious, aggressive. Stands for truth, justice, and the American way. And I say that for a reason. I'm going to share with you exactly why I just said that. And it's very important. But then I started to realize that to understand this beta Superman, this corn sweat Superman, you have to understand its creator, and that is James Gunn. And what do we know about James Gunn? James Gunn is a very weird individual, right? His worldview is very skewed. It's very anti-American. It's very woke, right? And to prove this, here are some clips from season 2 of Peacemaker. And just for context, these characters here, they're in another universe where Yahtzees, German Yahtzees, won the war, and America is like Yahtzee America. You know the drill, right? Listen to what they say. Listen to this, and you'll know exactly who James Gunn as a human being is.
If he's so awesome, why'd he move to Nazi world?
I didn't say he was smart. I'm sure he didn't even notice. Sad part is, I'm not so sure this Nazi world is as different from our own world as we wish it was.
Boom! Boom! The message. The message. The woke message. Yes, in your face, America. In your face. James Gunn just dunked on America. Just dunked on MAGA. Right? That's what he's doing with this. That's what this loser, this talentless hack is doing. And this is why Hollywood loves him. Right? Because he is very well on their side, on their political side. He shares their worldview. Right? And it is because of this that it's not looking too good for James Gunn, because the world has changed. Right? 2024, post-2024, the world is healing itself. We rang the alarm that we are no longer with this woke garbage. We're no longer with this anti-American bullshit, right? And it's starting to look as it doesn't really matter who purchases Warner Brothers, because James Gunn is going to be out of there. Look at this right here from our friends over at Cosmic Book News. James Gunn's DCU in jeopardy as Paramount signals major political shift to MAGA. Now, I suggest you guys go read this in its entirety, but I'm going to read the first sentence here for you because this encapsulates what's going on. And this is from a new report from Variety. Apparently, Paramount chief David Ellison confirms a major shift. Paramount wants American-centric content aimed in middle of the country, right? A good example of this, I believe, is Top Gun Maverick. Top Gun Maverick, which was a $1 billion movie, was probably one of the best films made this decade, right? By far. And the bar actually is really not that high. It's not hard to make a $1 billion movie, contrary to what these woke idiots tell you. All you have to do is just make movies for the boys, make movies for the majority of people, and not be divisive like this loser James Gunn, right? But there you have it. Paramount wants more American-centric content, which means that they don't expect their Superman to do this. Look at this right here. James Gunn officially removes America from Superman movie slogan. Now, what this is that for the longest, right, back when this was a proper fucking country, Superman was an American hero. He was DC's version of, in many ways, Captain America. Captain America came way later. But up till that point, when you thought about a patriotic American superhero, you thought of Superman. And his slogan for the longest was truth, justice, and the American way. Well, this loser, James Gunn, took that out. He removed that. He removed the American way. And he did this for a very cowardly reason. One, I'm sure he bent the knee to the studios, to the people in charge, right? They don't want to promote patriotism. They don't want to promote anything to do with uplifting this country and bringing us together. They want to promote the message. And another reason I believe is because he wanted to cater to the markets overseas, specifically China, which ultimately backfired because absolutely nobody in China was interested in watching this dog shit movie, right? And it's because for the longest, again, Superman has been tied to the hip with America. It didn't really matter that this loser, James Gunn, took that slogan out. It's, to most people, Superman is known as an American hero, so they didn't want nothing to do with this character, and ultimately the movie ended up being a huge box office disaster. I've covered this already. When it was all said and done with marketing attached, this movie, I think, lost DC, Warner Brothers, upwards of $150 million, maybe $200 million, a complete disaster. So yeah, I mean, we're at the point right now that no matter which way you cut it, James Gunn's future as the leader, as the captain of the DC cinematic universe is not looking good. And it doesn't help that you have Zack Snyder over here wanking at the Snyder Bros. And I'm proudly a Snyder Bro. And I know a lot of you in the chat are as well, and you're going to appreciate this. Zack Snyder shares pure Superman photos as Cavill outshines Gunn again. Yeah, this is right here, chat, and you can agree, this is goated. This is the best Superman we've ever gotten. And I would argue, and I would go as far as say this is a better Superman, at least to me, than Christopher Reeves. And I think that the reason why James Gunn is sharing these images on his Instagram is because he wants to remind the people of what was there before, you know, and potentially of what is to come. But I think more importantly, I think the most important thing about these images, right? Because it's not just this one. He also shared an image, I believe it's somewhere, it's in here. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's in a different post. It was of the Joker. The reason why he is showing these images, oh, here's another one right here, is because he is reminding us real DC fans, of what was taken from us, what was stripped away to give us this dog shit right here, right? They sacrificed something that could have been beautiful, which was the SnyderVerse, Justice League 2, from everything that I've read. And maybe I'll do a video on the planned story for Justice League 2. Maybe I'll do that. Let me know down in the comments, chat. But more importantly, they sacrificed all of that to give us this, to give us Beta Man that was getting belt to ass the entire movie. And that right there, I think people need to go to jail for this. I really do. This is criminal. This right here is criminal. This is exactly what I mean by these woke lizards. They are sacrificing our culture. And make no mistake about it, our American entertainment, American movies is part of American culture. They are sacrificing this for the message, for trying to formulate this new world with these skewed woke ideas. I mean, I just shared what this idiot in this show, Peacemaker, said, that America is no different than that of a Yahtzee universe. There's another one over here where they insinuate that Yahtzees, you know, they love Jesus Christ, and insinuating that if you love Jesus Christ, you're a Yahtzee. That's pretty much what they say in this clip, which is completely stupid. Again, these people are out of their minds, 100%. And I'm happy that the world is healing. I'm happy that everything is pointing at James Gunn being out of there at the DC universe. You know, I suspect he's on the phone with Disney nonstop. He's probably blowing them up. You know, you got freaking Mickey Mouse. He's like checking with his secretary, with Minnie Mouse, whatever her name is. And he's like, hey, how many more messages we got? Oh, James Gunn, he left another 2. He really wants to come back. He's desperate. He'll do anything, Mickey. He'll do anything to come back. He says he has plans for Galaxy 4. He wants to turn the raccoon gay. He wants to do all of it. You know, Star-Lord, he's gonna be into some weird shit. You got Drax, you know, he's gonna do it all. I'm telling you, if he ends up going back to Marvel and doing something with Guardians, I think Guardians is going to be probably the wokest dog shit we've ever seen. I mean, I just think that that's what we're gonna get. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think down in the comments, and like always, don't forget to subscribe. Sensational.